Ever wondered how many wives you'd have if you got one every year, month, week, day, hour, minute, or even second? Let's break it down from age 30 to 100. Now, before we start, let's be clear. This is purely a hypothetical, completely for fun. What if scenario? We're not actually suggesting you go out and collect spouses like they're Pokemon cards, but the numbers are just so wild, so outrageous we had to look into it. It's one of those shower thoughts, you know? Like, what if I got a new wife every single second? It sounds crazy, and trust me, it is. So, get ready, because we're about to dive into a world of absolutely bonkers statistics. We're going to take this idea and run with it, all the way to age 100. Think of it as a thought experiment in logistics, planning, and maybe, just maybe, a little bit of insanity. It's like planning a party, but the guest list is, well, it's exponential. And you have to remember all their birthdays. It's a logistical nightmare that we're going to have a lot of fun exploring. We'll break it down by the decade, from 30 all the way to a full century. We'll look at the yearly count, the monthly, the weekly, all the way down to the second. The numbers get big, fast, so grab a calculator, or don't, because we've already done the math for you. Just sit back, relax, and prepare to have your mind blown by the sheer absurdity of it all. This is going to be a wild ride. Let's get into it. Alright, let's kick things off at age 30. You're just hitting your stride, you're feeling good. So let's say you started this, collection on your 30th birthday. If you get one new wife a year, by the end of that year, you have one wife. Manageable, right? Classic. If you get one a month, you've got 12. A little more to handle, but maybe you're a great multitasker. One a week? That's 52. Things are getting complicated. One a day, 365. Now you need a spreadsheet. One an hour, 8,760. You're basically a full-time greeter. One a minute, over 500,000. Okay, this is officially out of control. And now for the grand finale of your 30s. If you've been acquiring one wife every single second for that entire year, from your 30th birthday to your 31st, get ready for this. You would have 31,536,000 wives. 31.5 million. Forget remembering names, you'd need a supercomputer just to store the data. You wouldn't be buying a house, you'd be buying a continent. The gift registry alone would crash the internet. Can you imagine the thank you notes? It would be your entire life's work, just writing thanks for the blender, 31 million times. Okay, fast forward a decade, you're turning 40. You're wiser, more established, and you have a lot more wives. If you've been doing this since you were 30, let's see where you're at. Getting one new wife a year for 10 years gives you 10 wives. Respectable. One a month. That's 120 wives. You're the mayor of a very small, very committed town. One a week. 520 wives. That's not a town, that's a parliamentary body. You're holding votes on what to watch for movie night. One a day, 3,650 wives. Now you need a dedicated logistics team. But let's not kid ourselves. We're here for the big numbers, the ridiculous, mind-bending numbers. So, if you've been getting a new wife every single second since your 30th birthday, by the time you blow out the candles on your 40th birthday cake, you are now the proud husband to approximately 315 million wives. That's not a small country. That's literally the population of the United States. You're not a husband, you're a head of state. Your State of the Union address is just reading birthday cards. Congratulations, you've achieved a level of commitment that requires its own census. Welcome to 50, the big 50. You're halfway to 100, and you've accumulated, well, let's see. After 20 years of this project, one wife a year gets you 20 wives. A nice, even number. One a month brings you to 240, that's a solid community. One a week you're at 1,040 wives, you're basically the principal of a large high school. No running in the halls, and please sign up for the chore wheel. One a day gives you 7,300 wives. That's more people than live in my hometown. You're a local celebrity for sure. But what about the second-by-second plan? Where does that land you at 50? After 2 decades of non-stop second-by-second matrimony, you would have over 630 million wives. That's more than 500 million. 500 million. You've surpassed the population of North America. Good luck remembering anniversaries. Forget anniversaries. You'd need a team of historians just to document the timeline. Your family tree isn't a tree anymore, it's a global forest. The sheer volume of happy anniversary texts you'd receive every second would literally break the global telecommunications network. Alright, you've hit 60. You're thinking about retirement, maybe picking up a hobby, but you already have a hobby and it's extensive. 30 years into this grand experiment, let's check the numbers. One wife per year for 30 years. That's 30 wives. Simple. One a month? That's 360 wives. You've got a full circle of love right there. One a week? 1,560 wives. You're managing a mid-sized corporation at this point. Alright team. Q3 projections for potluck contributions are looking strong. One a day? You're at 10,950 wives. That's a stadium-sized family reunion. Now, for the main event, 30 years of collecting a wife every single second. From age 30 to age 60. The grand total is nearly 1 billion. We're talking about 946 million wives. Let that sink in. You are just shy of 1 billion. 1 billion. The logistics are no longer humanly possible. You'd need an advanced AI, probably sentient, just to manage the schedule. Computer, what are wife number 457,218,992's dinner plans for next Tuesday? It's not a marriage, it's a simulation. You're living in the matrix. You've made it to 70. Happy birthday. You get a senior discount at the movies and a truly staggering number of spouses. 40 years have passed since this whole thing started. Let's do a quick rundown. One wife a year means you have 40 wives. One a month gives you 480. One a week, 2,080. You're the CEO of a sprawling family enterprise. One a day, a whopping 14,600 wives. You'd need your own zip code. The mailman would just drop off entire trucks of letters at your gate every morning. But you know what we're here for. The second count. After 40 years of one new wife every second, you are now husband to 1.26 billion wives. 1.2 billion. That's more people than the entire population of India. That's a lot of in-laws. Can you imagine the holidays? You wouldn't just be visiting family, you'd be conducting international diplomacy. Alright, a peace treaty has been brokered between the families of wives 700 million and 950 million regarding the proper way to make mashed potatoes. It's a full-time geopolitical crisis. Welcome to 80 Years Young. You've seen a lot, you've done a lot, and you've married a lot. 50 years, half a century, has passed since you embarked on this marital marathon. The yearly plan gives you 50 wives, the monthly plan, 600, the weekly plan, 2,600, the daily plan, 18,250 wives. At this point, you're not just having a family reunion, you're hosting your own personal Olympics. Events include synchronized dishwashing and the 400-meter remote control relay. But the second-by-second accumulation is where things get truly astronomical. After 50 years of this, you've reached over 1.6 billion wives. 1.6 billion. Hope you have a big house. My friend, you don't have a house. You have a sovereign nation with its own seat at the UN. You're not buying groceries. You're managing global food supply chains. The budget for birthday cards alone would rival the GDP of a small country. You'd have to annex the moon just for extra parking space. It's not a home, it's a planetary settlement. You've hit 90. That's, incredible. Congratulations on a long life filled with, well, an unprecedented number of weddings. 60 years of this journey. Let's see the tally. One wife per year, that's 60 wives. One per month, 720, one per week, 3,120, one per day, 21,900 wives. That's enough people to fill Madison Square Garden, by the way. Every day is someone's birthday, anniversary, or, their cousin's graduation. Your personal assistant seriously needs their own team of personal assistants. And now, the number you've been waiting for. After 60 years of adding a wife every single second, your total comes to, almost 2 billion. 1.89 billion, to be more precise. That's a lot of wedding cake. You haven't just eaten a lot of cake, you are personally responsible for the entire global wedding cake industry's continued success. You've probably tried every flavor combination known to man. Lemon raspberry, chocolate hazelnut, funfetti avocado. You've had it all. Your life is just a series of cake tastings connected by I-dos. You did it. You're 100 years old. A centenarian. That's, an incredible milestone. And honestly, it's the culmination of a 70-year thought experiment. So, what's the final count? 70 years of one wife per year gives you 70 wives. One a month is 840. One a week is 3,640. And one a day is a grand total of 25,550 wives. Yeah, that's an impressive, albeit completely impractical legacy. You've built a dynasty that, honestly, will be studied for generations. But what about the ultimate, most ridiculous number? After 70 years, from age 30 to 100, of acquiring a new wife every single second, the final tally is over 2.2 billion wives. 2.2 billion. That's more than the population of China and the United States combined. That's a world record, probably. There's no category for it in the Guinness Book, but there really should be. Most spouses acquired in a lifetime, hypothetically. You're not just a person anymore. You're a statistical anomaly, a legend, a man who truly, in this very specific and absurd scenario, committed. You know, we skipped an important milestone, so let's rewind a bit. Let's go to age 35. You're 5 years into this grand plan. You're not quite 40, but you're definitely not 30 anymore. Where do you stand? The annual plan gives you 5 wives. The monthly plan, 60. The weekly plan, 260. And the daily plan, 1,825 wives. It's a significant number, requiring, some serious organizational skills. You've probably got a color-coded calendar and a wedding ring storage unit by now. But let's look at the second-by-second accumulation after 5 years. By your 35th birthday, you're already at 157 million wives. And if we count the year you're 35, that's another 31 million, bringing you to 189 million wives. That's a lot of wedding rings. You'd have to corner the entire global market on precious metals. De Beers would have a picture of you on their wall. You're not just a customer, you are the entire diamond industry's business model. Honey, I got you this ring. You'd say 189 million times. Wait, one more bonus round. Age 65, the classic retirement age. You're getting your pension, your gold watch, and an absolutely mind-boggling number of plus ones for the retirement party. 35 years have passed since you started. Let's tally it up. One wife a year is 35 wives. One a month is 420. One a week is 1,820. And one a day gives you 12,775 wives. Your retirement party wouldn't be at a restaurant, it would be at a festival ground, over several weekends. But you know the drill. Let's get to the seconds. After 35 years of this madness, by the time you're ready to retire at 65, you would have amassed over 1 billion wives. 1.1 billion to be more specific. Hope you like big family reunions, because yours would require its own continent. The catering bill would look like a phone number. You'd have to book every event space on the planet simultaneously. And the conga line? It would circle the earth. Twice. Congratulations on your retirement. You've certainly earned the rest. And there you have it, from a manageable 30 wives over 30 years to an astronomical 2.2 billion in 70 years. It's safe to say that acquiring a wife every second is probably not a sustainable life plan. The paperwork alone is giving me a headache just thinking about it. But isn't it wild to see how quickly those numbers escalate? It's a fun, ridiculous look at the power of exponential growth, and a great reminder that maybe, just maybe, 1 is the perfect number. Or, whatever works for you. This was all in good fun, a silly thought experiment taken to its most illogical conclusion. We went from a simple what-if to managing a population larger than any country on Earth, complete with logistical nightmares involving birthday cards, wedding cake, and finding enough parking for the moon. It just goes to show you that sometimes the most absurd questions have the most entertaining answers. We had a blast crunching these insane numbers, and I hope you had as much fun watching as we did making it. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you enjoyed this descent into mathematical madness. We love doing these kinds of videos, and your support makes it all possible. Let us know what other crazy what-if scenarios you want us to explore next. So, how many wives would you have by your next birthday? Let us know in the comments. And remember, this is just for fun. No actual polygamy required.